Hello everyone, so this is my week 8 current event video on the Steve Kahn peer support video. So to start off here, I did like his point kind of right there in the beginning about how you can really only define a critical incident for yourself, and no one else can define that for you because you might not be the most impacted, you might be the most impacted for one reason or another. I think it's important to realize that, because you think you have these career firefighters or that are former military, for example, they've seen combat, they might brush something off as not a big deal for them. While if you have a rookie firefighter, police officer, etc., they could be seeing their first kind of what you could describe as a horrific event for them, something that they haven't seen before, and just kind of being able to have that where it's all about the individual, I think is a very important piece really to start off that video. And it's good to realize that that after kind of a period of time that they realize that those people in command and in charge, they couldn't be making those decisions for everyone because it's not the same for everyone. So it's good to see that they've kind of evolved to that. And like him, so it's if people are not able to get the correct help that they need, they can kind of go into a breakdown, and kind of that becomes, becomes a health risk to themselves, both mentally and physically. But if you're in that kind of state of mind, you could be detrimental to the rest of your team around you, especially in life or death situations. You need everybody at their best, and if they're not, that can not only impact yourself, but it can impact your whole team. And I think it's really important that they do get that help that they need before they get to that point, so they don't get in that situation. And it's good to see that they've changed to the point where the issue doesn't even have to be work-related either. They can go to somebody, say, hey, I'm dealing with this personal issue. It doesn't have to be about the work. It can be about something going on in their personal life, and they can still get that help they need. They have that peer there that can support them to get the help that they need outside the job. And then next, kind of going into that fact when you go to your peer and be like, hey, I need this kind of help, that it's confidential. I think that's a big piece, because you see a lot of people don't come forward about that kind of thing because they don't want it to impact them. They don't want to impact the team around them. So they just rather kind of suppress it, keep it down, and keep doing what they're doing. So without that confidentiality, I don't think as many people would come forward and think of the help they need. Because if you think, you're a father, husband kind of thing like that, and you have to come and tell somebody hey, I need this kind of help, that can be impacting how you provide for your family. So it's having that confidentiality, I think, is a very important piece, crucial to kind of this implementation of how they're doing this, because no one wants to tell the boss what the issue is, especially if it's going to impact people other than themselves. And then lastly is just human resources. You always think those are the most important resource that we have out there. It doesn't matter what company you work for, whether it's fire, EMS, or just your typical 9-to-5 day job. They're just the fact that companies are there to give people the support they need and the tools that they help to take care of themselves, I think is the best. It's just really, this is the most important thing. And so they give you those tools so you can be the best possible person you can be to do your job. And whether it's like I said, if you want to be the best you can if you're out there in the field with fire, EMS, and life or death situations, or you want to be the best you can be whether you're sitting at a desk and doing your work there. But yeah, that's my takeaway. Thank you.